개죠?
네 개째요?
롯데도 살살로 해야 돼. 아니요, 살살 가. 너무 내
know that you would be leaving me just like the winners know. Tell me and be honest. Tell me, should I've known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow? I try my best to move on, to let go. They say time is a healer.